Hey everybody, I'm Kimmy Wix with Country.com. Thank you so much for joining us live backstage at one of the biggest nights in country music. We are at the Nashville Arena, downtown Nashville, Tennessee, where we're getting ready for the 33rd annual TNN Music City News Country Awards to take place. If you'll notice, we are in a hot space for this award show to be happening. Right to my right is none other than the famous Ryman Auditorium. But we were at the Nashville Arena. A little bit later on, you're going to be able to see some of the biggest names in country music as they will take the stage and perform for this live 3-hour telecast airing live on TNN. But don't forget, keep logged on to Country.com as we'll be chatting with some of tonight's big winners, and hang with me because I'll be your personal guide backstage for all the festivities and all the action. So right now, let's waste no time and go on into the Nashville Arena to get set for one of the biggest nights in country music. And boom, we're here backstage live at the 33rd annual TNN Music City News Country Awards, where tonight we're going to be back here. You're going to be getting a lot of action and a lot of festivities going on. Normally, you're sitting at home, you're watching TNN, you're watching the telecast. Keep logged on right here at Country.com, and you'll get all of the action here backstage a little bit later on as the telecast will be announcing tonight's big winners. They'll be back here in the press room, and you'll get to see what happens. They'll be taking questions from press all over the world, plus right over here to the left of me, Country.com is set up, and we are chatting live with tonight's big winners and performers, so stay with us. A little bit later on, we'll be taking you around downtown Nashville, giving you a little bit of what's going on and what makes Music City news and what makes Music City so special right here in Nashville, Tennessee. You are tuned in backstage live at the webcast for the 33rd annual TNN Music City News Country Awards. We'll be chatting live with tonight's big winners. Plus, stay here. I'll be your personal guide as we'll be chatting. We'll be looking at some of the winners from tonight's show. Also, hopefully, we'll be talking to some of the big performers tonight. Right now, this is a big week in country music here in Music City. A lot of stuff going on besides Fanfare, which is an annual event. One of the kickoff events for Fanfare is the Wrangler City of Hope Celebrity Softball Challenge. And believe it or not, Country.com was right out there. We're going to take you to some of those highlights right now. Be sure don't go away. We'll be right back live backstage at the award show right after this, so stay tuned. No doubt about it. They do it to it on stage and in the recording studio, but the stars of country music ain't too shabby either when they're on the baseball field. It's become a kickoff tradition in Music City for Fanfare. Each and every year, we're at the 9th annual Wrangler City of Hope Celebrity Softball Challenge, where you can see the crowd's already going wild, and a host of your favorite country stars are getting ready to batter up for charity. So let's hit the field. Okay, you guys have become favorites when it comes to award shows. You guys are up for another one tonight, yeah.
Male Star of Tomorrow.
Nanda loves that one.
Does that still freak you out?
Oh my God, I just laugh every time somebody brings it up, you know, because it's really funny. I thought it was a joke the first time.
It's sort of strange, and we've planned something, you know, that'll sort of fit in with the award. It was either Tyler and I had to wear floral pinafores, or Amanda was in a tuxedo.
I don't see that happening.
So you knew where this was going, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Well, best of luck to you guys again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Another bright newcomer in the world of country music, Claudia Church, who is just tearing it up big time. You're out here at Fanfare. This is obviously your first one as far as people recognizing you. What does that feel like?
It's really cool. That's the first time all these people are yelling my name. I love it. It's really cool.
The world is waiting for Sisters Wade. They're new. They're here. Is this your first softball game?
Yes, it is.
Excited?
Yeah, very excited.
Yes, extremely excited.
So how many fanfares have you been to before actually becoming a recording artist?
For this one?
None.
None. This is the first one. So it's like being a fan too. We were just in the dressing room with Lori Morgan, and I was like, oh, that's Lori Morgan.
Lori Morgan, you become a fan favorite. Does it still feel as great as it always has as when you start this week off with this many fans out here?
Oh gosh, yes. You know, actually it feels better because they've stuck with me, and they're very devoted, and it's a lot of fun.
Thank you. Get some water.
Thanks.
The guys who have harmony to die for. This is South 65.
Woo! How you doing?
What softball game is this for you guys? First one, second one?
First one we've ever played. Yeah. We've never played softball before ever.
We're out for blood.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do the name game here.
Lance.
Brent.
Doug.
Steve.
Jeremy. What does this week mean for you guys? First fanfare, or what kind of?
The neatest. You dream about this. It's incredible.
Last year we came as fans. You know, they gave us little passes to come back and touch people, like we met Faith Hill and everything. And this year, people are actually yelling our names out in the audience, so it's really cool.
The amazing Bill Anderson, guys, and he is back on the charts with a lot of good stuff going on. This is fanfare for you. What does this feel like every year?
Well, you know, I've been to every fanfare that they've had since the very beginning, except one year when I was in the hospital, and you never get tired of it. You see a lot of the same people, and you say, you know, hi, how's your year been, you know, and you renew old friendships and everything. And I think it's such a unique thing to country music. I don't think there's any other form of entertainment in the world where something like fanfare would work, but it works here.
A favorite in country music, and Brian White has definitely become a favorite when it comes to this particular ball game. What keeps bringing you back?
Just the stuff that happens every year, just to support the cause, you know, and to see all the great artists and the great huge country music fans come out here, you know, they come out every year. This thing is huge, you know. Fanfare has been around before I even started making records, you know, a long time before that, and it's just the magic that happens every year at this particular time, you know.
T. Graham Brown, the man with the threads and the man with the voice. Are you playing today?
Yeah, I'm gonna play at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I've requested outfield, right field specifically, so maybe nothing will get hit to me.
Right now, the fans have always loved you. Fanfare, it's happening again. Has that feeling changed?
No, not really. This is our 15th year, man, and this last year I've had has been the best year I've had in a long, long time. And I'm looking forward to going to Fanfare because I know there's gonna be a lot of people wanting to come and say hello, and this has just been a great year for me. Country.com has helped. Man, TNN, CMT, everybody's in the community, all the local SM, SIX played Wine in the Water. It made me feel like I'm back and that people really love me, and it's just done wonders for my attitude and everything, and I'm just glad to be here.
She's new, she's hot, she's probably literally hot because the temperature is pretty beaming. This is Shannon Brown. Is this your first softball game?
This is my very first softball game, yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous, but it's a positive excitement.
Fanfare, you've done it before. Has it changed? What does this feel like every year? This is always the official kickoff. This starts it up.
It just gets bigger and better for me every year. I look forward to this every year. And as you can tell, we have a lot of fans here, and they support us throughout the year, and I look forward to this every year.
Okay, thanks, man.
All right, man.
Leanne Womack, who can sing like there's no tomorrow. How great of a softball player are you?
Well, we're fixing to find out. I'm not very good at all. I'm not a good athlete at all.
Yeah, but now you've done this before, right?
Well, I was actually an umpire before. So I didn't really have to play. So I don't know what's gonna happen here.
This is the true test.
This is the true test. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get a touchdown or something. I'm not sure.
Take that, All right.
And that's another ball game. Let's go back now, live, backstage to the TNN Music City News Country Awards. Hey, everybody, this is Kimmy Wix again. Let me tell you, talk about one hot time out on the baseball field. It was pretty much something, I tell you what. And Leanne Womack did not do too bad. We are live backstage at the 33rd annual TNN Music City News Country Awards, and we are only minutes away from this show getting ready to kick off. And let me tell you, we're talking about a lot of country stars that are going to be taking the stage tonight. But you know what? The unique thing about tonight is that you're going to be logged into us right here at country.com. You're going to get all the backstage excitement that we've got to offer you. We've got chats going on live with some of tonight's big winners. Also, as the winners make their way backstage, you'll be able to see firsthand them on the winners' podium with the trophies they just walked off the stage with, talking to press from across the entire world. Thank you so much for being here with us at our live webcast with country.com. Right now, we've got some special treat for you. Music City, it's always a big time of year as Fanfare rolls around in June, featuring, of course, the TNN Music City News Country Awards. But Music City has a lot to offer, and as a special treat for you, join us right now as we take you on a little tour of what Music City has to offer. Besides good old-fashioned country music and the thrill and the excitement of tonight's big award show, there are a lot of high points right here in Music City. And speaking of high points, we're at one of those points right now. This is Love Circle, and it overlooks both downtown Nashville, known for its famous 2nd Avenue, and also, what's even more famous, Music Row. We're going to take a trip downtown and find out what Nashville is all about. So follow me for the journey.
Perhaps best known for the girls and boys who make the noise on 16th Avenue, Nashville's famous Music Row has changed a lot over the years. Tucked along both 16th and 17th Avenue, you'll find countless record labels, management offices, booking agencies, the list goes on. Who knows, you may even run into folks like, say, Billy Ray Cyrus or Shania Twain. That would be good. One of the things that hasn't changed a lot on Music Row are places like this. They're landmarks. Hopefully they'll be here for years. This is the RCA Studio B, a historic site operated by the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. If you miss this stop, my friends, when you're in Music City, you are missing out big time. You've heard about it, you've read about it, and I know you've been talking about it. This is none other than the famous downtown Nashville's 2nd Avenue, where we're literally just steps away from huge landmarks like the brand new Tennessee Titans football stadium, the Wild Horse Saloon, the Hard Rock Cafe, and then there's Planet Hollywood. There are literally hundreds of shops, restaurants, and clubs for tourists like you from all over the world, and even for a guy like myself who lives here in Nashville. So, let's take advantage of the situation and have some fun Nashville style. While downtown has a lot of exciting things to offer, the real excitement happening right now is backstage at the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards. So let's get back there. Hey, there's my ride.
How about exclamation points?
That's good.
Or I could always do thank you.
Thank you so much.
There you go.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Only a few minutes away. We've got a lot of folks that'll be backstage with us chatting live. We've already talked with Terry Clark, Chad Brock, Neil McCoy, Mark Wills. The Kinleys just left our chat auditorium. This is the place, folks, to be, because while you are watching the telecast live on TNN, chock full of great performances from some of your top country stars, be backstage with us. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of great stuff coming up. We'll be focusing on the big winners and the performers throughout the evening. Plus, don't forget, you can visit us in our chat auditorium.
All right. Thank you, Todd.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you in Jack. All right.
That's right.
Have those panties with me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Kimmy Wix, live backstage at the TNN Music City News Country Awards, where there's a lot of activity going on. I promise you, you've been looking at an empty podium for a while, but we've just heard that the winners are getting ready to join us backstage. They'll be up at the podium talking to press from all over the entire world. Brad Paisley, who is one of the hottest newcomers in country music right now, is chatting live with us in our chat auditorium. Don't forget, besides watching the telecast on TNN, you can also have a front row seat here during the live webcast backstage, but also backstage we are chatting live with several of tonight's big winners, several performers, several just big names in country music like Brad Paisley, who's chatting with us right now. So far tonight, we've already had the pleasure of chatting with folks like Terry Clark, also Chad Brock, the Kinleys, the Wilkinsons, Neil McCoy, Ty Herndon. The list goes on, and we are scheduled to be chatting with several more of your favorite country music entertainers throughout the evening. We have just heard that Brooks and Dunn will be joining us here just in a few minutes, so we'll be swinging the cameras back around to capture Brooks and Dunn at the podium here in the press room. We are live backstage at the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards.
hang with us, guys, because there's a lot of fun and excitement going to be happening throughout the entire evening. We've just found out that Charlie Daniels just picked up one of the big awards for the evening. He just won the Living Legend Award, and I truly believe he was truly surprised. And also, following his big win, he was invited up on stage to join Dina Carter, Leroy Parnell, Steve Warner, Vassar Clements for a group version of one of the songs that made him the person that he is. The South's Gonna Do It Again. Stay with us. We are expecting Brooks and Dunn to be joining us live backstage here at the TNN Music City News Country Awards. We have got a lot of fun and excitement planned for you, so stay with us. And we will be going back and forth capturing some of our chat guests as well as focusing on tonight's winners as they join us here at the award show.
Hey, it's Kirk Weber from the Daily Tribune in Detroit. Do you think that with the popularity of country music that it's too saturated, or do you think that there's room for everyone?
No, I think there should only be one act.
Which one?
I think we are definitely in a bit of a turnover, for lack of a better word. I mean, there's so many new acts out there right now, and some of them are going to have to break through. You got to have new, fresh, great talent to keep any industry going, and that's going to happen. That's just a natural course of events. It always does, and it's our business is cyclical like anything else. And I hope there's some great acts to keep our business popping.
No, we don't. We don't want that. Come on.
What my partner meant to say was, we're looking forward to great new talent. Hey, and thanks Detroit. Y'all are always there. It's one of our favorite places to play. See ya.
We finally got some artists back here, some winners of the evening. We've been telling you this all night long, actually, but it's kind of crazy because the first two winners of the night, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, they both have scheduled appearances later on in the show, and so we just haven't been able to have them back here yet. But Brooks and Dunn, who picked up the award for Vocal Duo Group of the Year, I think this makes their 8th win in that category, just joined us backstage in the press room. That's kind of an example, folks, of what you're going to be getting throughout the entire telecast of this award show. Also, don't forget to visit us in our chat auditorium, as we'll be also chatting live with several of tonight's big winners and performers and just country artists in general. Our hands have really been full with chat guests tonight, and we're expecting a whole lot more to be joining us. We have found out that Faith Hill will be joining us a little bit later back in the press room. She'll also be at the podium with trophy in hand, hopefully along with her husband Tim McGraw, because they have both picked up 2 big wins tonight. Both the couple won for Vocal Collaboration of the Year and Song of the Year for their hit song Just to Hear You Say That You Love Me. We have found out that Charlie Daniels will also be joining us back here. He'll be at the podium taking questions from media all over the world. Also, he will be chatting with us. We just found out that a spokesperson for Charlie says that he will be joining us. He will be chatting here with us tonight. So if you've got some questions for Charlie Daniels, who just won the Living Legend Award, get those on into us, and we'll be sure to get him to them. Also, one of the most recent awards of the evening also went to Faith Hill. She is definitely the night's big winner so far. She just picked up another award for Single of the Year for her song This Kiss, which is not a stranger to awards throughout this past year anyway. We are live backstage at the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards. We are expecting Charlie Daniels and Faith Hill to be joining us soon, so hang with us. And don't forget, we'll be your personal source for country music throughout Fanfare Week 99. So don't go away. We'll be here throughout the rest of the telecast that's being brought to you live on TNN. And Charlie Daniels, who has just received a standing ovation in the press room. The big guy just picked up a huge honor and award this evening for being the Living Legend Award recipient.
Leroy and Steve
is now in the press room
and some of the guys
at the winner's podium.
When they got on stage and didn't invite me up, I didn't think they loved me anymore, but it turned out to be the opposite. It was a wonderful evening. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to. Yes, dear. Oh, yes. Oh, couldn't you tell? Did you see me on? On TV? I was totally shocked, yes. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I saw the guys. I had rehearsed with these guys. We'd rehearsed 3 songs before we went on stage, and I'd seen these guys, they were getting on stage, and I said, why ain't they call me to come up, you know? Well, I found out, but I was shocked, and it was a wonderful shock.
Hey everybody, this is Kimmy Wix again with Country.com. We're live backstage at the TNN Music City News Country Awards. A fun night so far. Charlie Daniels just left us from visiting with us back here in the press room. Charlie, of course, picked up one of the night's big wins for Living Legend. That was presented to him just not too long ago by Brooks and Dunn, who also joined us live here in the press room. And I think that Charlie was truly surprised by getting this award. We are hoping that more of tonight's big winners will be joining us back here in the press room. In addition to that, we are expecting a lot more of your favorite country stars to be chatting with us throughout the evening. As far as awards throughout the night, the most recent award just went to George Strait, who is no stranger to winning in this category. George won the Album of the Year honor for his album One Step at a Time. Just to kind of give you an update as far as who has picked up awards throughout the evening, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill picked up the awards for Just to Hear You Say That You Love Me for Vocal Collaboration of the Year. They also picked up that award for Song of the Year. Brooks and Dunn, I think this makes their 8th year in a row to win for Vocal Duo Group of the Year. Also, Vocal Band of the Year honors went to the Dixie Chicks, who were not able to join us for this evening's award show. And, of course, Charlie Daniels picked up the award for Living Legends Award. The Single of the Year went to Faith Hill for her hit song This Kiss, and so far she has been tonight's big winner. As a matter of fact, she's performing that very song right now on the telecast that's being brought to you live from TNN. We are backstage live at the TNN Music City News Country Awards, where we are offering you a front row invitation to all the excitement and festivities going on in the press room. So this is a rare opportunity. We've got chats happening. We've got artists coming back to join us, and we will be going over to our chat area very soon, where Charlie Daniels has just now joined us in our chat auditorium. So be sure to visit us in the chat auditorium. The living legend of the award recipient, Charlie Daniels, has now joined us. So let's go right there right now.
Oh, it feels that's okay. I don't mind doing it.
We can't wait to see you this summer up here in Wisconsin. Are you looking forward to playing up here?
I always look forward to coming to Wisconsin. I hope I get to play some golf. Because your golf courses are beautiful.
Once again, we are still backstage live at the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards. The most recent award of the evening just went to country newcomer Michael Peterson, and I think this was a well-deserved win. He picked up the award for Star of Tomorrow Male, and he joins us now backstage live in the press room here at the Nashville Arena, where this is a huge night in country music. He's just now taken the winner's podium, so we will be like shifting our cameras around to pick up him. He'll be answering questions from press from all over the entire world. Stay with us. We're expecting a lot of winners to be joining us live backstage in the press room. Don't forget to visit the chat auditorium. We will be talking to tonight some of the big winners and performers of the evening. So hang with us. Here's Michael Peterson.
How much was luck a part in your career so far, except or besides the hard work?
I had a football coach who used to say luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So I guess if that's what luck is, then I've had an awful lot of luck because I've sure worked hard. And I've been given a lot of opportunity here in this town. And a lot of people are not given that opportunity for whatever reason. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And I'm glad I just hung in there long enough in the game to have my chance. So I've been very lucky.
A lot of great stuff still ahead. We are expecting a lot of tonight's big winners to be joining us back in the press room. I know that Tim McGraw, I just found out from a spokesperson, he will be joining us a little bit later. Also, Faith Hill is scheduled to be joining us here in the press room. We are live backstage during the live webcast here at the TNN Music City News Country Awards, being held live in Nashville at the Nashville Arena, being telecast live on TNN, the Nashville Network. Right now, let's go to Kenny Rogers, who is still chatting with us here at Country.com's Chat Auditorium. We'll be right back with you.
Kitty, do you ever get stage fright?
Not stage fright anymore. The only time I'm ever nervous.
Ever nervous?
Is when I'm in a situation I've never been in before.
And we are live backstage. We've never left you. We've been live backstage since we started. I keep saying that. We've been here since the beginning of tonight's show. Actually, even prior to the show, we kicked off an hour before the telecast actually began airing on TNN. We are more than halfway finished throughout the award show, but we are still expecting a lot of tonight's big winners to be joining us. It has definitely been a Faith Hill and Dixie Chick evening. We have found out that Faith Hill will be joining us just a little bit later on. She'll be taking her position at the winners podium. She'll be talking to press from all across the world and then hopefully joining us in a live chat. So don't forget, during this webcast, while that's happening, while that's going on, there's the telecast going on TNN, the Nashville network, but we will also be chatting it up big time with several of tonight's big winners. And I think Mr. Roy Clark, who just picked up a huge honor for this evening. He just picked up the Minnie Pearl Award, and that was presented him via camera from Reba McEntire, who was last year's recipient for that award. Stay with us. We're expecting a lot of huge stars to be joining us live in the press room. This is the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards, and we are very excited to be able to offer you this front row seat to a very rare treat. Tonight's big winners, plus we'll be chatting it up big time with a lot of the stars. And I think Roy Clark he's already here, actually, so we're going to be swinging our cameras once again to Mr. Roy Clark, who is this year's Minnie Pearl Award recipient.
I've got people older than you that say that.
I mean, I'm serious. We watched it all the time.
But you know, if we were on in 24 years, if they were 5 years old when they started, you know, they were
That's
25
right.
years old.
That's right.
9 years
Yeah.
old.
There you go. Okay, what are some of the first things you'd like to do as the new recipient of the Minnie Pearl Award?
Just to make more people aware of the award. And no matter what your station in life, you still have the capacity to help.
There's a lot of excitement going on right now here at the arena in Nashville. I am like super blessed because I've got the famous Bod Squad behind me. If you tune into TNN, these gals have become major stars. They're going to be chatting with us. So when you leave here, make sure you go into our chat auditorium and talk with these gals. Glad you guys are here.
Thank you.
This is
for
cool.
having us.
All right.
Donna?
So proud. Oh, I really don't need one. I've
She's
got
a
big
loud
enough.
mouth, too.
Thank you. I know you're always so proud of the success that Faith has and that Jody has. Tonight, what are you most proud of?
My wife, of course. I mean, proud that she wasn't in the category of male vocalist for a lot of different reasons. But I don't know how that made me look, but I'm just proud. She's worked her whole career. She's worked very hard, and the last couple of years being a mom and being a wife and keeping everything in line, everything straight, and the success that she's had, and keeping me in line, which is probably the biggest job she's had of all. But I'm really proud of her, and I think she's the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are live backstage at the 33rd Annual
Ladies and gentlemen,
Music
Faith
City
Hill.
News Country Awards. Tim McGraw just had the opportunity of talking with him, who is now introducing his lovely wife, Miss Faith Hill,
Hi.
who is tonight's huge
Faith?
winner.
Yeah.
She is now
Congratulations.
backstage
You got to
live
back
with us
up the truck
at the
to get
TNN
home
Music
here.
City News
I'm
Country
telling you
Awards.
what,
So
that's
now go
okay.
to Faith
We'll do
Hill.
it. There's so many people teasing in different flavors, Tim, about wife, husband of Faith Hill, husband of. How do you guys work that out?
People teasing us? Yep. Well, I'm very honored to be Miss McGraw. I mean, I would prefer to be called that because I am very proud of that name, and I would imagine that he would probably say the same thing. So it doesn't bother us at all.
And the lovely Faith Hill just joined us live backstage in the press room at the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards, where we have been very fortunate to have been able to be back here with tonight's big winners at this annual award show event. We've also been very successful with several country stars who have been able to come into our chat auditorium. As you know, country.com is always chatting with some of the big names in country music, as well as TNN personalities, and tonight has been no exception. We are expecting this year's Entertainer of the Year, Mr. Neil McCoy, to be taking his place at the podium. He's just walked in the room, and as you will see, he will be going up to the podium in a few seconds to take questions and respond to several press, media, journalists from all across the world. Hopefully, he will be also chatting with us in our chat auditorium. So let's go to Neil McCoy.
Is someone to ask me something, or? I'm still pretty new at this, you have to understand.
Neil, when we last talked, you talked about the fact that you and your fans were lobbying very hard for this award, and it looks like it paid off. Have you had a chance to visit with some of those fans who made this happen for you?
I have not. I just got to see my family and my band so far, and some of the people walking through the hall, but I will. Where we stay at the hotel, when we get back tonight, they'll all be in the lobby and hopefully having a big party and celebrating. It'll be a big deal for us. This is a real big deal. Y'all just don't know how big a deal this is to us.
Once again, thanks so much for joining us live backstage at the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards. We have loved the fact that you have been able to take a part in everything that we've got going on. Hopefully we'll be able to do this a lot more in the future. So hang with us. We are expecting this year's host with the most, Mr. Jeff Foxworthy, to be joining us live backstage. So hold on, and hopefully Mr. Foxworthy will be joining us soon.
I like the fact that the press could actually
And this year's host of the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards, Mr. Jeff Foxworthy, has joined us live backstage in the press room. Once again, we would like to thank you for being with us throughout this entire live webcast. Hopefully we'll be able to do that for you a whole lot more in the future. When it comes to country music, we want to be there for you. Don't forget to be driving into country.com throughout this entire week for Fanfare 99. Here is Mr. Jeff Foxworthy.
You know, let me tell you something funny about that. It's through the years, once in a while somebody would give me something from the press and it would say, well, Jeff Foxworthy's just a one-trick pony. All he's got is those stupid old redneck jokes. And, you know, and then a live show was like 2 hours of other stuff and then 5 minutes of redneck jokes. And then so finally, I started writing other stuff like short stories and scripts. And I said, but I had this great pile of redneck jokes. And I said, I hate to throw these out, so I'll do one last book of redneck jokes and call it The Final Helping. Now everywhere I go, people are going, well, don't stop.
Sir Jeff Foxworthy, the host of the 33rd Annual TNN Music City News Country Awards, who actually is our last guest of the evening. It has been a long night, but a very exciting and fun night, and we really, really, really appreciate the fact that you have joined us live backstage during the webcast and also taking time out to visit us for our chats. Don't forget, at country.com, we've always got a lot of your favorite country stars chatting live with us. Just be sure to check our schedules. Also, don't forget to drive into country.com throughout this entire Fanfare 99 week, as we'll be covering several events throughout Music City, such as following around hot country newcomer Brad Paisley. We'll also be taking you to the groundbreaking ceremonies of the world-renowned Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, which groundbreaks for its brand new location here in downtown Music City. Thank you all so much for joining us live backstage. Hopefully we'll be doing this a lot more in the future. One more time, I have to say it. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kimmy Wix with country.com. I'll see you out there.